All right, so we are getting ready to start chapter 7, which is all about area. So in this section, we're covering the area of rectangles, parallelograms, triangles, and also a square. So to find the area of a square, it is your side length squared. So remember, squared means you multiply the number by itself. So if we have a square and we know the side length is 3, to find the area of that square, we would do 3 squared, which is 9. All right, and next we have area of a poorly drawn rectangle. Let's see if I can fix that. That's better. So the formula for the area of a rectangle is either length times width or base times height. Wrong tool. So base times height. So let's say that this is 12 and our height is 5. So to find that area, we would do 12 times 5. So our area would be 60. All right, and next we have a parallelogram. So this is actually the same formula as a rectangle. It's base times height. Now, the height is never the slanty part. So it's not this, right? Your height is always going to form a right angle with the base. So it's always going to be perpendicular. It's going to be the distance between the two bases, not the slanted side. So that's your height. And then the base is either one of these long sides here. All right, so you would just multiply those together. So let's say our base is 7 and our height is 3. So we would multiply those. 7 times 3. So the area of this parallelogram would be 21. All right, so again, remember when finding the area of a parallelogram, your height is always your perpendicular side. And finally, we have a triangle. So triangle is base times height divided by 2. So again, the height of a triangle is going to be perpendicular and form a right. Height is always going to form a right angle. Right, so our height is here. The base would be the part that it is perpendicular to. So let's say our triangle has a height of 6 and a base of 10. So we would have 10 times 6 divided by 2. So 60 divided by 2. So our area would be 30. All right, so I will not expect you to memorize area formulas. As soon as we return, I will give you a sheet that has all the formulas you need on it. You just need to make sure that you know how to use them. Okay, and then I want to show you one more example that you guys will need to do your assignment. All right, so let's say we have a picture that looks somewhat like this. So we need to find the area of this figure. The best way to do this is going to be to break it up into rectangles. So we know that the top is 10. We know that this side is 9. This piece is 7. This piece is 5. And this piece is 2. So I'm going to divide my rectangle here, right? So that means that this area that I will highlight, we'll find the area of that piece first. So we know that this would be 9, right? Because this part across from it is 9 and they're the same length. So that means this area here is 9 by 2. So that's a rectangle. So 9 times 2 would give us 18 for that gray section here. Okay, next I think I'm going to break off here. So we'll do this section. So this rectangle is going to be 5 by 7. So that piece is 35. And then now we just have to find the area of our remaining piece. So let's think about this. So if this whole part is 9, but this inside part is 7, that means the height of this piece here would be 2. And then let's think about our length. So the whole thing across is 10. We know this much of it is 2. So 10 minus 2 means that the length of this would be 8. So that means the area of our last piece here would be 2 by 8, which is 16. So then to find that total area, you would add 18, 35, and 16 to get a total area of 69. Right, so when you have weird shapes like that, you just need to break it up into shapes that you know the area of or know how to find the area of, and then add them all up. Alright, so again, try your best. I just want you to attempt every question like I always do. Please upload it to LMS so that you can get credit for the assignment today, and we will go over this together when we are back in person.